Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is John Mizzi. I'm the CEO and one of the co-founders here at Vero Technologies. And I'd like to introduce our inventory financing as a service platform for banks and SMBs. What is inventory financing exactly? So when you think about a dealer of manufactured goods, let's talk about an auto dealer specifically. Rather than pay cash for inventory acquisition, they typically lean on a third-party financing partner to advance the funding of wholesale purchases on the dealer's behalf. The dealer gets to take the cars back to their store. The financing partner will take possession of the title, verify the condition of collateral, and ultimately when the dealer sells a car to a retail customer, they're going to pay off the lender principal and interest from the proceeds of that sale. Now, it sounds relatively straightforward, but when you think about a single dealer who's flooring hundreds, if not thousands of cars every year, it creates a lot of operational overhead. Take it a step further, when you don't have the right systems in place, dedicated headcount from a servicing perspective who understand the nuances of interfacing with different supplier channels, working with dealers on titling issues, monitoring the status of collateral, it becomes nearly impossible to offer a program successfully while managing your own risk. We at Vero have built out a lending as a service platform that allows banks to offer inventory financing without investing in any new systems or adding any additional headcount. Not only have we built out a platform that supports every step of the lending lifecycle, but we take it a step further and actually offer our banking partners our in-house credit, underwriting, servicing, and portfolio management functions to operate as an extension of their own commercial lending organization in order to administer the program in a very similar way that a bank that's doing a lot of mortgage originations but is working with a third-party servicer would lean on that servicer to handle the operational legwork as they continue to grow their portfolios. We're going to jump into the demo here in just a moment, and just to kind of set the stage, think about not only having support from an application processing standpoint, providing a curated borrower experience for your dealers, but also from a risk and servicing perspective, automating a lot of those manual tasks that require servicing headcount to take on administrative responsibilities, rather than enabling the proactive approach to risk mitigation that servicing fundamentally is meant to spend their time on. I'll jump into the demo. So the important thing to remember with inventory financing is that you always have a supplier, a borrower in your dealer, and a lender. And all three of those parties have responsibilities to perform in order to keep the wheels spinning. What you're looking at here is the portfolio management dashboard that our lenders are going to look at in order to monitor their portfolio of dealer accounts. Again, we want to make sure that lenders have the information around utilization, dealer performance, upcoming payment requirements that need to be maintained and monitored. Here, we're looking at the dealer portal. Again, we want to take it a step further than just providing a payment gateway or show upcoming payment dates for our dealers. We really think of what we've built as more of a treasury management system with the dealer's experience in mind. They see upcoming cash flow requirements, there's pricing calculators. They have a complete picture of their inventory in one place that allows them to make smarter inventory management decisions. For those of you that are familiar with inventory financing or floor planning, one of the biggest issues that exists in the space is actually getting your hands on those paper titles. This is just one example of an integration we've developed that allows us to automate the collection and distribution of titling using our partner with FedEx. In order to floor a car, it's a simple 4-step e-commerce-esque checkout process. The dealer or the supplier are going to have their own dedicated interface to enter VIN, mileage, and provide the necessary documentation that our funding services team needs to verify in order to process any of those individual funding requests. Here is our underwriting platform. Now, obviously, underwriting SMBs comes with its own unique set of challenges. What we've tried to do here is really, and where we can step in from a servicing standpoint, is to provide the bank, help the dealer put together the right application materials, provide the bank an initial screen to make sure the dealer pre-qualifies, and then hand it over to the bank for decision. And finally, what you're looking at here is just one of the solutions we've developed for our internal servicing function. We want to make sure that our funding services team has all the information they need in one place to verify vehicles, whether it's in terms of mileage and collateral qualification requirements, or simply on high-risk accounts, ensuring that dealers are not submitting anything that might be nefarious. In closing, we really work with a handful of different banks today for a variety of different use cases based on what they're trying to accomplish. For those banks that have existing relationships with dealers in their communities but are not able to offer inventory financing today, it's a great way to expand the breadth of relationship you have with those dealers and help them better meet a broader set of their financial needs. One of our partner banks is using this as a customer acquisition tactic. By offering inventory financing as a very differentiated solution relative to the other banks in their market, this is attracting new business banking relationships and growing their deposit base, while at the same time earning incremental yield relative to their traditional C&I portfolio. And finally, for those of you who may be doing some inventory financing today but don't have the right systems in place or are struggling to build out the servicing team to administer the program, we can provide operating leverage and ultimately help you grow your floor planning program. Again, all without adding headcount or investing in any new systems. Thank you, and please don't hesitate to reach out if we can provide any more information.